talking about Kiff, Disney's newest cartoon that premiered this year. Okay, so Kiff is a show that I was waiting on to premiere and come out last year. It premiered like I think in the middle of this year. So at first, my first impressions on Kiff was I didn't think I would watch something like this and I won't be interested in it based on the plot, not the plot, based on the summary that I seen on the wiki of new cartoons, and that was like last year. So I wasn't sure about if I like Kiff based on the summary a little bit, but it reached my expectations when came out. It just like everything I was unsure about the show at first, like everything, like my whole thoughts about Kiff changed after the show premiered. Okay, so let's talk about what Kiff is about. Kiff is about two best friends. You have Barry to the left and you have Kiff to the right. And they are always doing something fun, whether it be something, something out of the ordinary. And most of the time you see them having fun with each other. And just them sharing laughs too. It's a wholesome show. And then sometimes the episodes take place in school. You have various types of characters. Various types of characters that are very unique in their own way. Now then, let's talk about. I want to talk about the first episode of Kill. So let's talk about that. The first episode of Kiff is a very straightforward one. Okay, so Kiff, I think they're introducing like a new water fountain and then they're replacing the old water fountain. And so Kiff want to be the first person to get there so she can use the fountain first. I think that's what that was. So Kiff right now, as you can see inside the episode, she's singing a song, and the song is kind of the song is kind of thirst to be the first. And back to what I was summarizing. So in this episode, Kiff wants to be like the first to use the fountain, I think, because it's been a while since I've seen the first episode. And then like the next day of school she can't go due to the fact that there's something wrong with her tail, and she doesn't know what was wrong with her tail. So she's, her parents is telling her to stay at home, and while she's at home she's telling Barry, her best friend, to cover up that she's not at school at the moment and that she'll be there, and that they should the Barry should make a convincing distraction to make them think that Kiff is there. And by the end of the episode, Barry had made a plan where it seemed like Kiff was there and she used the fountain first, and she was happy about that. But the way Kiff got her, she got her tail to go back to normal, is that I think she poured water on her tail, basically. So there's something wrong with Kiff's tail in this scene. And the way Kiff does their version of humor is something. First off, they make a character like do something do something. It's hard to explain, but they make the character when the character is going through or trying to like fix something, I guess, or they're trying to do something and they're getting irritated. They always make like some type of humor to go along with it. Like this part, you can tell that Kiff is like she's just she's trying to fix something and trying to convince her parents to let her go to school. But in this show, they have their own way of showing humor in certain situations involving characters, especially Kiff. Now, Kiff does has its moments, you know. Some of the episodes are very, you know, heartwarming. Like some episodes can be heartwarming. It has, and I mean, the episodes is just each can be like have its own message at times too. So let's go look at the scene because sometimes Kiff can, you know, tackle some deep stuff too in the series. Okay, so let me summarize this scene of this song. Okay, so basically Barry, Kiff's best friend, is thinking about dropping out of school, but Kiff is like trying to convince him that's not the way, or yeah, she's trying to convince them that it's not the you know right way, and the consequences of dropping out. Basically, this is deep for a Disney show. Really, this is awesome. It's a good message. I like how a show like Kiff can tackle something that's deep inside of a like a inside of a show like this that doesn't it's not too complicated to understand. Now that's the principle of the school. Yeah, he was not gonna take various brother back inside the school for like skipping classes for his DJ work. So there are times when Kiff can also be serious, even when it's not trying to be serious, even when it's just like one of those regular episodes. Now I wanted to talk about the very interesting episodes of Kiff that I've seen so far. And this episode, Kiff wants to be the one to run the library, and she is sick and tired of the way someone else is running it. And so, as a result, she convinced them that she should run the library. And at first, it was going easy. At first, it was going real well for her at first, but then everything started to get bad when she let people, when she was not like controlling the atmosphere, and she was just allowing all the people to do what they want, and it got out of hand a little bit. So in this scene, Kiff is letting letting him like make a lot of noise inside the library. because she think that the library is dead, was dead before. See, and it's getting kind of out of hand, and she's getting annoyed by it. He's on his phone. See, everything's getting out of hand now that she letting them. Now that she is not letting them go by the library rules, everything is getting out of hand. This is what happened as a result to Kiff letting everybody do what they want inside the library. It's too noisy, and Kiff does not know what to do, basically. Kiff going back to the original person who ran the library for help because she doesn't know how to stop what they're doing currently inside the library, and it's too noisy up in there, so she don't know how to run a library. Yep. So the old librarian Kiff is finna restore the library to what it originally was, and get rid of all the people inside the library. Yep. Restoring everything back to normal and getting rid of all the noise inside of the library. Okay, so this is the episode about the teacher's lounge. Okay, so Kip and Barry are wondering what's what's on the inside of the faculty lounge. I mean, what's on the inside and what it'll be like. This was a crazy episode too. Okay, so Kip ends up sneaking inside the faculty lounge, and then she gets stuck on the inside and can't leave. She's like she end up hiding from the teachers. So she'll be stuck up in there. So Kiff witness another person stealing somebody else's sandwich. Yep, this is the major like turning point for this episode. Okay, so that's the teacher the guy stole his sandwich from. And he's causing a distraction and trying to avoid like confrontation, so he won't get in trouble for stealing somebody else's food. So she found out that somebody stole her sandwich. Yep, so that keeps Kiff from leaving the faculty lounge. Kiff is disguised, so she can resolve the issue revolving around the sandwich. And that's what gets me too on this show. Like every time Kiff disguises, they think that she's somebody else, and very convincing. Kiff is gonna feel bad for leaving. before they even found out who took her sandwich. So she's finna. Yeah, Kiff resolved the issue. And there's this episode where Kiff and Barry babysits. This episode is very interesting too. Kiff ends up messing up Farley's doll, getting stains on this stuff, so they have to improvise until they get a replacement. So Kiff ends up dressing herself like Farley's doll to be a distraction, so that Barry can go get the doll washed, the original doll washed. And this episode is just so wholesome. Kiff has to do everything that Farley wants her to do because he thinks she is the doll. You can tell that she's just not enjoying it. Then there's this key moment inside Kiff. Okay, so I've been basically, I've been calling the little brother by another name, by the doll name. The Barry's brother is named Kristoff, and the doll name is Farley. That's my mistake. But in this episode, Kiff realizes that Kristoff isn't just a basic toddler. She didn't understand him at first until they started playing together, which is, it's a cute little episode. Okay, excusing the errors aside from the last clip, Kiff is a great show that you guys should check out. It has its own thing to it. It's very creative. Very creative. I love the characters and stuff. And each episode has its own way of making you laugh. Sometimes Kiff just has its creepy moments. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like any other show with it, cause like the Halloween special, that was different for Kiff. But it'd be my expectations, about it. I thought I want to be able to get too interested or be able to like the show by the summary of last year I read on Wikipedia, but turns out that was wrong. My expectations was wrong. I thought it was just gonna be something I want to be able to get into, like I said. But this is my new favorite show. This is one of my go-to shows that I can just go back and rewatch and enjoy. It's a good watch. Oh, and their newest episode that came out about Kiff becoming an internet meme, that was really funny. So it's crazy how this episode captures how people, like certain people, feel about is their internet popularity. They captured it because some people probably aren't happy with being a meme, and Kiff it wasn't happy at being a meme. This whole episode captured the whole meme, how memes are, how they are with the different images and the edits and stuff. This whole episode did have it had a good demonstration of how memes are portrayed and how like it can cause like traumatic like something traumatic to the people that the meme is revolving around. So this is not a technically a bad episode. It's actually clever. Kiff hates being a meme, and so yeah, she wishes people would stop talking about it. Yeah, Kiff does not like the attention she getting for the memes. Look at the background too. They have certain type of memes in the background too, like real memes. This show is crazy. Kiff is very unique in his own way, and this is a good show on Disney that's currently like running right now. They just released some new episodes on Disney Plus, and if you haven't seen them already, you should check it out. If you haven't seen this show already, you should consider giving it a watch. And those are my thoughts on Disney's newest show, Kift. And I hope it has like another season and it continues to go on strong.